Hello everyone, welcome back my channel.
Salty old head. Roy Jones Jr. under fire as Shakur Stevenson-Floyd Mayweather comparison doesn't sit well with boxing world. Roy Jones Jr.'s latest tease of Floyd Mayweather seems to have fallen flat. A frequent Mayweather critic, the former world champion drew attention after making an unintended comparison between Mayweather and newly crowned light welterweight champion Shakur Stevenson. According to Jones, unlike Mayweather, who he believes often fought opponents past their peak, Stevenson is facing fighters while they are still at their best. 'Cause he ain't taking any chance. Ain't giving guys no chance to beat him, Roy Jones Jr. recently told Fight Hub TV. The difference in him is he fighting everybody. He not ducking and dodging. You know what I'm saying? He fighting everybody that's a little bit different. So he could be part of me. It wasn't for not being beaten this era, but he a little different for which he wouldn't take on a big shot, but he also getting the right money for it early in his career. The comments, shared by Ring magazine through an X post, did not sit well with several fans. Jones Jr. has a history of taking shots at Floyd Mayweather, and last year the two exchanged online barbs. His remarks were largely prompted by Stevenson's latest victory. Last month, on January 31st, Shakur Stevenson outboxed Teofimo Lopez to capture a title in a record fourth weight class. He had already earned praise for his performance in outpointing the hard-hitting William Zepeda last year. The win, and particularly Stevenson's approach, sparked comparisons with Mayweather. However, some observers, including Roy Jones Jr., view it as only an early step. Stevenson still has a long career ahead and could eventually surpass the fighter who briefly mentored him. Roy Jones Jr. sparks fan backlash with Floyd Mayweather Shakur Stevenson take. One rebuttal saw one user saying, "Factually, this isn't true. Just look at who Mayweather fought by the age of 28, the same age as Stevenson. There are at least 5 Mayweather opponents during that time frame that put Teo in the hospital." While the argument remains open to debate, it is also fair to note that fighters such as Arturo Gatti, Jose Luis Castillo, Diego Corrales, Emmanuel Augustus, and Angel Manfredi would have posed serious challenges for Teofimo Lopez. Another added, "Roy is such a salty old head, still mad Floyd was a way bigger star than he was." Both Jones Jr. and Mayweather received Fighter of the Decade honors and share the distinction of being Olympic medalists. What ultimately separates them is star power. Mayweather became a global sports icon through a series of blockbuster fights, while Jones' popularity remained largely concentrated within boxing circles. One fan pulled a key point from the records. "Mayweather never dodged anyone. Shakur has fought one big name," they said. Many observers tend to return to this argument. The biggest name on Stevenson's resume is Teofimo Lopez, whereas Mayweather's record features a steady run of elite opponents. One user suggested that years of boxing may have influenced Jones' perspective. Roy's CTE is showing. "Just look at how stacked Floyd's resume is," they mocked. That is unlikely to be the case. Jones appears mentally sharp, and his remarks reflect a personal assessment of today's fighters. Not all fans dismiss Jones Jr.'s view, however. Some found merit in his argument. For instance, one wrote, "Sorry folks, Roy has a legit point. Floyd has big names on his resume for sure, but go examine when he fought each of those fighters and where they were in each of their respective careers. He fought Pac, Mosley, Cotto, and De La Hoya well past their primes." The debate continues to divide opinion among boxing followers and remains one of the sport's most discussed hypotheticals. Some see strategic timing in Mayweather's matchmaking, while others view it as the product of a complicated negotiation era that eventually resolved when business interests aligned. It may still be premature to compare Shakur Stevenson with Floyd Mayweather. Like the boxing legend, the New York native is entering his prime at age 28. He has several competitive years ahead and should be allowed time to shape a career that could eventually place him among the sport's elite.